Hello, hi. A high five to all my dear children. Right? Today is Sizzling Saturday. I welcome you all back to the English corner. Shall we move? Right. Today also grammar class. Last session we ended with types of nouns. We saw what is a noun, what is a proper noun, what is a common noun, what is a collective noun, and what is an abstract noun. Right? Today in live session, I'm going to ask questions based on all the types of nouns which you have learned previously. Shall we? Be prepared for that, dear. Now, I'm going to give you another going in depth into the noun. What is that? What we left in this slide is material noun, right? Material noun only we are going to see today, and some more which you know already but you doesn't know the names, maybe that all that nouns we are going to discuss in this session, and we are going to have a recap of unit 1 fully. That is one prose, one poetry, and one supplementary reader and the grammar part. That is what is the agenda for today's session. Right? Shall we move? Kinds of nouns. So here again we are moving in depth. Common, proper, countable, uncountable, concrete noun, compound noun, all that we are going to see in this session. Abstract and collective we learned in the previous session. Common noun, proper noun, collective noun and abstract noun in the previous session. Countable noun, uncountable noun, concrete noun and compound noun in this session we are going to learn. Addition to the material noun also. The names are only different. We'll see what all these are. Right? What is a material noun? Give example. This is a question which you are raising. Assume that you are raising a question. What is a material noun? You all know the material, the word itself specifies it is a substance. Okay. Things, objects made from the earth or made by human, whatever it is, such as silver, gold, iron, cotton, diamond, plastic, cloth, silks or cotton or nylon, whatever it is, everything is considered as material noun. An example of material noun. Here in this sentence, see, protein is essential for growth. Okay. In this sentence, protein is a material. How protein is a material? Can you guess what is a protein? Go inside the science subject and tell me what is protein. Yes, protein. Okay, we'll discuss this in online session. I want you to be ready with the answer for protein. Protein is essential for growth. In this, what protein means? I need the answer. We'll discuss about this, right? An example of material is the fabric from which something is made. Fabric means material, cloth material. An example of material are the facts used in the book. Facts means truth. For example, sun rises in the east. This is a universal fact which cannot be changed. H2O is a molecular formula of water which cannot be changed. So all these are considered as facts. An example of material are the jokes a comedian tells. So all these comes under material noun. An example of material is a wood used to build something. So here after reading this example, after reading all these examples, you could have come to a conclusion that we consider wood, gold, silver or cloth materials, only those are all material noun. But no, Here see jokes, facts, all these are also considered as material noun. So based on the sentence, we have to decide. Again, I am coming to the definition. The definition of a material noun is a grammar term that refers to a material or a substance from which things are made, such as silver, gold, iron, cotton, diamond and plastic. Okay, apart from this, when you go deep into the material noun, so facts and what else? Jokes, all these are also considered as what noun? Material noun, right? Next is countable noun. Countable noun, the name itself says count. Count is coming in the noun, right? Which you can able to count something. Nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns. Countable nouns are count the nouns. I can say count nouns are those that refers to something that can be counted. They have both singular and plural forms. For example, cat, cats, woman, women, country, countries. Here in this case, singular and plural forms will be there in the countable nouns, and in the singular form they can be preceded by a or an. Okay, countable are nothing but common nouns, you can say. It is all classified coming under common nouns. We are going in deep, that is subdivisions of the nouns, common nouns, right? Countable nouns can be counted. These are all nouns that have both singular and plural form. Examples are given. For singular, it has to be preceded by a or an. Any doubt, children? Can you give one more example for countable noun? Yes. Very good. Apple, pencil, pen, eraser. Okay, super. So now you understood what a countable noun is, right? Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are for the things that we cannot count with number. The word itself says, isn't it? Uncountable. The word itself says that we cannot count the nouns. So they may be the names for abstract ideas or the qualities for physical objects which are very small. Suppose if I am asking you to count the number of hairs in your head, can you able to count? It is very difficult, isn't it? If I am giving one handful of sand for you, handful of sand, I am giving you one handful of sand and asking you to count the number of sands in it. So it is very difficult. So the physical objects that are too small or too amorphous to be counted. What is the meaning of amorphous? Check it out. Searching word. Take dictionary. Search the word amorphous. We'll discuss that also. Okay. So what I am going to discuss with you, the meaning of amorphous. Then I'll recap all the nouns, questions based on nouns. Then proteins, right? 3 questions I'll ask you at the last. Okay. Amorphous to be counted. In this, based on this example, by seeing the example itself, you can able to say, but still I'm giving you chance to refer to the dictionary. So physical objects that are too small or too amorphous to be counted. Example is liquids, powders, gases, etc. Suppose for example, your mother is buying daily, we are buying milk, isn't it? 1 liter of milk, 2 liters of milk. Okay, in 1 liter of milk, how many milks are there? If somebody is asking question like this, how many milks you bought? How many? What is it? The question itself is wrong. How much is the quantity, right? How much? Then in 1 liter of how many drops of milk will be there? So all these are irritating questions and which cannot be answered by the children. These sort of liquids, powder, gases, etc. If suppose you are applying powder in your face. Today morning you took bath, you applied powder. Okay, you pray to God. You applied powder. How much powder you used? We don't know because we cannot count. All these comes under uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are used with the singular verb only. Right? Keep that in mind. Uncountable nouns are used with a singular verb. See, just for your standard, for 6th standard, we are giving an idea of outline. We are giving an outline of what are the types of nouns available. If we go in depth into the nouns, then it is a very vast subject. Okay, slowly we will learn one by one. Now you understand that uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Most of the liquids, powders, gases, etc. will come under the category. And countable nouns which can be counted, are called countable nouns. Example, any noun which you can able to see and touch, feel, everything. Right? Shall we move to the next? Concrete noun. Right? So you're wondering, isn't it? What is a concrete noun? Concrete means in houses on the top, when we are building, they'll use the word concrete. Or cements, sand, and stones mixed together, we'll use the word concrete. Then here, what is it? Concrete. You experience concrete noun through your 5 senses. Any object that I can able to see. See, for example, I can able to see this notebook. I can able to take this box. I can able to see the notebook, touch the notebook, right? I can able to see the box and what is there inside the box also. I can open and see. Here I can see a compass, right? So now I can able to see a remote here. I see remote. I can able to see a pen over here. All these comes under concrete nouns, right? Which you can able to see, smell, hear, taste and touch. So what type of noun we saw with the same 5 senses? Can you remember that? Which cannot be seen, cannot be smelt, cannot be heard, cannot be tasted, cannot be touched. What type of noun? Exactly, yes, it is an abstract noun. But which can be touched. All these are called concrete nouns. Can you able to understand what is a concrete noun? Right, concrete nouns are people, places or things that we can experience with the 5 senses: taste, touch, sight, hearing or smelling. For example, one sentence is given here. She kept the book on the table. She kept the book on the table. What is a noun here? She is a pronoun. Kept is a verb, past tense form of verb. The is an article. Book is a noun here, right? On is a preposition. The is again article. Table is noun. So book and table both are noun. Understood? So book also I can able to see. I can able to touch. Table also I can able to see, feel, touch. So both book and table are concrete nouns.